there, but how about Bisping, Anderson Silva? I was
know what?
blowing your phone up during that.
Man.
Blowing you up.
It was amazing.
First of all, Bisping is one of the toughest fucking men on the planet.
God.
That dude has one eyeball, okay?
Straight
He
up
got
one eye.
knocked out dead at the end of the third round, came back and won the fourth.
Sick.
What the fuck?
Sick.
How is that not talked about? The guy's blind in one eye.
Yeah.
People don't know that. They
He
don't
must
bring
be
it
able
up.
to see something.
People
right?
don't
He
realize
can
how
see
bad it is.
something, but it's because we were reading the teleprompter, and it's difficult. It's like that eye is, I guess, at certain angles he's got to hold his eye a certain way because it's kind of tunnel vision.
There's oil in it. He
Yeah.
has oil in his
So he has to read with the
retina
other eye.
of his eye.
Yeah, and that's to protect the retina, to keep it in place. Is that the idea?
They can't attach it yet because if they attach it,
Does it rip off again?
yeah, if they attach
Again?
it again, it'll be more damaging. So he has to wait till after he's done fighting, they can reattach.
So think about this. He beat Anderson Silva with one eye. Oh, and Anderson's a southpaw, you fucks. How crazy is that?
Crazy.
It's nuts, man.
That flying
Nick Diaz
knee,
beat him high.
Yeah, right? But the
Anderson-
flying knee that Anderson landed was goddamn glorious.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was nice.
The way
And that
he did
front
it,
kick?
he jumps up with the front leg or with the right leg, and then like there's almost like a pause in the air, and then boom, that back left
Scissor
knee
knee.
comes
He
in.
still had that.
The
He still had that
reason-
ability to move, like just kind of stare at you right against the cage. But
Yeah.
he didn't. It was weird when he was in the middle of the cage. He didn't seem to want to throw. It was so weird. Like you felt like he had Bisping, like especially at the beginning of the fourth round, he could have capitalized, and he was hesitant.
He's 40.
Is that what it is?
He's 40. He's
40-year-old man. It's
I don't know
40,
why we
and
can't
he's
just
an-
chalk that up. Like he's just an older fighter, man.
And
He's phenomenal.
Fighting natural.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, Bisping was giving him a ton of shit, saying you've been on steroids your whole career.
Fair assumption.
We don't know if that's true or not true. We just know the one time he was tested, he got caught.
Yeah.
That's
So it's not like outlandish for
Yeah.
Bisping to say that.
the one time out of competition testing he got caught. Who the fuck knows, man? What's hilarious is when you look at his trainer and you go,
God. Purple Man?
That guy's
what?
Purple man.
That guy's 70.
jacked.
I mean, I think he's in his 60s, and I'm not. I think he might
Late
be like
60s.
65, 66 years old or something like that.
Got dick veins at the side of his neck.
He's got more muscle than all of us together. If we packed all
Easily.
our muscle together,
Easily.
He looks like a cluster of horse cocks with feet.
he's so big. He's so
jacked.
big. So he's not natural. Okay, so if he's not natural, then Anderson knows about steroids. He's heard of them.
He's
You
familiar
know,
with
the
them.
guy who's teaching him how to lift weights and running him through his strength and conditioning program is
Oh, hey, bro, I
obviously
got
doing
the stuff.
steroids.
10 years
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you know, all these years you've been fighting. This is stuff that I do. It's probably not interesting
For
to you.
recovery.
That
But it
acai
makes you a
bowl.
super person.
It's a super person. It's a super person.
I know you're in a sport that's like if your body moves better, you don't get brain damage, but that's not important.
This
It's up
testing,
to
this
you.
testing is super effective, isn't it? They're hitting
Dude,
these guys.
Jeff
Changed the game.
Nowitzki is a motherfucker, and he's not playing games. He's trying to catch dudes. He's showing up at your house at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he's taking your piss.
That's his goal,
He's taking
too.
your blood.
They got me the other day before I came up here. Or no, when I went to do Daniele Bolelli's podcast. And they called me as I'm 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. Where are you? I'm in LA. I was like, well, you're at my gym. Just wait for me. I'll come back after the show. No. We're coming to you,
The
bitch.
bloodhound son.
And they fucking drove up.
To Daniele's house?
Yeah, no, to the where he does this podcast.
Wow.
They watched me do the podcast after tested me.
Wow.
Man.
So super nice people, very professional, but they're not
Not
fucking
playing
around.
games.
Yeah,
And
What
they're,
do you-
they're
what do you
testing
guys
for
think of
everything.
this?
They test for weed and everything.
everything.
Yeah, but weed doesn't matter out of competition.
Yeah,
Out of
exactly.
competition, it doesn't
Oh,
matter.
okay.
So let me ask you this.
Nor does Coke, by the way. That was the John Jones
Ooh,
situation.
have
So
fun,
if you're-
have
if
fun,
you're-
boys. So let
if
me
you're
ask
not
you
in
this:
camp-
if Nate Diaz, short nose fight, we all.
Let's take the word "if" out.
So
I
let's
know
say
what you're gonna say.
So let's say smoking weed, he beats
I
Connor.
smoke- Yeah, I'm sure.
Then he gets flags. It's a DQ, right? It'd be
Yeah.
a no contest.
If I smoked weed
Hashtag
today,
safe fight.
if I smoked weed today, the fight is in 2 days or 3 days, right? If I smoked weed today and the day of the fight, I asked them, "Would you test me? I want to find out like what the levels are." I think I'd be okay. I think you literally have to get high the day before or the day of with the new parameters.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
Yeah, it's way different. It's way different. It's way different than it used to be. So you have to. It's not like trace. They used to have trace amounts of THC. But if I really believe that if I smoke weed today and I asked them to test me on Saturday, I'd be okay.
Yeah, let's not smoke the day of the fight, though, huh?
Well, Nick Diaz, apparently when he fought Gomi, was so tested so high that like this motherfucker had to be high as fuck when he fought Gomi.
That's insane.
Just went out there.
Who pulls off a Gogo fucking Plata in MMA
Beautiful.
too? It
Glorious.
was amazing.
Beautiful. And after he got his cheek broken.
Yeah, that's true.
He got hit with a bomb by Gomi.
When can Nick fight again? In about 9 months?
Bisping wants that fight.
They changed it around. They changed it around. It was supposed to be 5 years, and they made it at like a year and a half, I think. Is that what they made it? I think they made it 16
Way
months.
shorter, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what would be an interesting fight? Only because they fought before and Nick won. I'm surprised Nick isn't calling Robbie Lawler out.
Well, I don't think Nick's calling out anybody.
No.
Nick's just chilling out and waiting for all this bullshit to settle.
Yeah.
He got fucking railroaded, man, because Nick passed 2 WADA tests, the really deep, comprehensive blood screens that they use for the Olympics. He passed those with flying colors. What he didn't pass is some bullshit-ass Quest Diagnostics lab test that the fucking Nevada State Athletic Commission uses.
Super shady.
Super shady. And these assholes wouldn't even pay attention to the other 2 tests. And they tried to ban him for 5 years.
That's insane, man.
They're assholes, man. The Vanderlei Silva thing's another example. Assholes. They're assholes. What they did to Vanderlei, banned him for life. That's Vanderlei just signed with Bellator.
Yep.
Did he sign with Bellator?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Today? Is it breaking news or some shit?
Yep.
Damn, I didn't know that.
But here's the deal.